What's dirty, guys? My name is Underman, and today I'm bringing another episode of my high school stories. This is episode number 3, and before I get started with this story, if you all could do me a favor, if you enjoy this series, you enjoy these stories, and you would like to see more, please do leave a like for me. It'll help me out a lot, and I'll try and do my best to bring you more of these high school stories on a regular basis. But on to the story. This happened in about grade 10, so my second year of high school, and these were with my close friends. Me and Jeffrey and Dean, and then two friends that kind of like just kind of hung out. Like they were invited to sit with us one day and decided to come back every day after that. And that was Slobodan and Jake. Now Slobodan is the kind of person that he can be a little bit of a hothead, but if it comes to his friends, then not so much. So like if I myself was to call him a cocksucker and actually mean it, he wouldn't get mad. But if, say, a random person called him a cocksucker, you know, he's ready to throw his gloves down and fight and beat the shit out of this person. And he wasn't someone you really want to get in a fight with, in my opinion, because he like I said, a lot of his fighting was caused by rage. So he fights with rage, not with strength or anything like that. So or smarts, for that matter. And Jake was the kind of person that like never stood up for himself at all, ever. Like there were times where like we would rip open Slobodan's jacket, take all the feathers out of his jacket, and throw it in Jake's hair. Now Jake had the kind of hair that was like really curly, and if you were to put anything in his hair, it becomes extremely hard to get it out. Like there was one time when we took Dean's lunch, well, his snack more or less. It was Captain Crunch, and we crunched it all up into fine little bits, right? And we threw it in his hair, and he did nothing. He didn't give a fuck. Like he told us, like, oh, you guys are jackasses and stuff like that. But I mean, like, it wasn't like he got mad or anything at us. And yeah, I know, we're all assholes. But that's just the kind of person he was, and it's hard to take someone like that very seriously when he hardly ever stood up for himself. And anyway, so this is happening, like I said, in grade 10. Usually at lunchtime we'd go to the library, and mainly just to do like projects, homeworks, research, or actually mainly because we wanted to use the computer to check our emails, check other websites we go to and stuff like that. And to be assholes, we would stick library books inside of Jake's bag. Now our library has the kind of sensors like grocery stores have. If you didn't pay for something, it goes off. Well, our library had those, and so if you take a book that wasn't checked out, the alarms would go off. And so we do this a lot. We do this almost every time that we went to the library, and eventually he caught on to it. So he would check his backpack and his coat or his whatever else he had on him that we were able to put a book in. And so we decided that since we weren't going to get Jake anymore, let's get someone else. Now Slobodan wasn't with us at the time, so me and Dean decided to put it in my brother's bag, Jeffrey. And so we started. We got maybe about 15 minutes before class starts, and we start walking out. So Dean goes first through the sensors, I go second through the sensors, and then Jeffrey goes third. And once Jeffrey goes through, the alarms go off, and me and Dean bolt it. We bolt down the hallway as fast as we can. We come to a turn, we make the turn, and then we wait for Jeffrey and Jake to catch up. Now Jeffrey comes flying around the corner, and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you got Jake again. You think he'd learn?" And we're like, "Dude, Jeffrey, it's in your bag." And he's like, "What? I thought it was in Jake's bag." And I'm like, "Dude, you know how guilty this looks for you right now? You just stole a book and ran as fast as you can with it." So he turns around and he starts walking back to the library, lowering his head in shame. And he had to explain to the library and the principals that he has dick friends that put a book in his backpack for fun. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do leave a rating for me, and don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my Tumblr and my Twitter. And as always, guys, I love you. Stay dirty.